So let's have a look at some of the chord structure of the song. It wanders through quite a lot of different keys, which you don't really notice when you listen to it, but you certainly notice when you play it. It's centered around A minor, but it starts off with a parallel motion progression with the left and right hand. If we do the left hand first, there's my middle C. You'll have your left hand on that lower A with a thumb on F, and it's going to move down, keeping that interval, and land on an A sort of fifth, A there with a fifth finger and E with a second finger. So you're moving A, F, G, E, F, D, and then back to A and E. So in the rhythm, it'll sound like this. Now the right hand moves with the left hand, and it starts off on what is essentially an F major chord. There's middle C, so thumb on A, second on middle C, and little finger on F, and it will move down, keeping that distance, down to G, B, and E, and then down to F, A, and D, and back to an A minor chord, A, C, E. So together, they'll sound like this. And that's the essence of the verse. Of course, there are extra notes that make it more interesting. So if you'd like to do that, just listen on. So the first time when you sort of move down, stop there and arpeggiate the notes that your hands are already kind of resting on. So with the left hand E, right hand G, and then B. So that will sound like this. So just doing that slowly. E, G, B. And when I get down to there, I play the F twice with my thumb. Like that. So just again. When I get back to the A minor chord, to fill that space out a little bit, I'm going to use, after the A minor, this chord here in A sus minor 2, so that's B, C, and E. And follow that with the E in the left hand. So, and then I'm ready to go again. This time, I'm going to arpeggiate all the way up to the E. So E, G, B, E, and then down, playing the F again. Okay, so that's... When I get to the A minor this time, I'll arpeggiate using E, A, and C to lead me back up to there. The space in the chords and the bars with essentially part of the chord you're already playing, but often breaking them up, if that makes sense. So you can just you can experiment with patterns if you like as well. So often you're just using notes that are already kind of there within your reach. Okay. The first major kind of chord change is, I know where not sure what the words are, but is to E major 7. So your left hand is going to be on a low E, and your right hand will be second finger on that G sharp, then B, then D. So that will sound like this. Okay, so I'm arpeggiating the notes of the E major chord. Once I start there, B, E, G sharp, B, E. Then I'll play that chord again. And then with my left hand, I'll play a B to lead me down to C major. Just do that slowly again. So I'm on a low C. My right hand is playing E there with the second finger, G with the third finger, and middle C with my fifth finger. And again, we're going to arpeggiate over that C major chord. So those notes are coming up from the left hand: C, G, C, E, G, C, E, C. Just one more time. Okay. Then we go back to E major. E in the left hand, G sharp, and B in the right hand. And this bit is a little bit syncopated, so it sounds like this. Then we go back to that position with C major, so just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm playing that together, then E with my left hand, B with my right hand, left hand E, the whole chord, G sharp, B and E, and follow that by the E in the left hand. And we do a similar arpeggiation as before. C, G, C, E, G. At this point, I move my left hand up to a C octave here. There's middle C. So I'll just do that. And that takes me to a chord in the right hand, E, G, B, which turns the whole chord into a C major seventh. Okay, so starting from here. 1, 2, and 3 and 4 and 1, and then we end up in A major. So I'll just do that progression again from the C major here. Oops, sorry. Now I played B with my left hand, and then B, E, A major, and I've got my left hand on A, second finger on E, and the right hand's playing A and C sharp. So I'll play that section all together right from the point where it changes to the E major 7 chord. So left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Okay. And then we're on our way towards the verse. We stay on A major for a couple of bars, and there's a progression there that's really nice, leading to the B flat change in the verse. So we're at this point, A, E, thumb on A, second finger on C sharp, and the right hand plays this. So it's a syncopated type progression. Once you've played there, you play A, then you'll play that 6th, C sharp and A, and rock back and forth. Like that. So together with the left hand. And the last sort of A comes together with an E in the left hand, going back to A. Part of that progression, you're at this point C sharp and A. Keep your little finger on the A, and your the inside sort of part of that chord is going to move up. What fingers do I use? Okay, so my second finger plays C sharp, D, D, third finger on the E. And your left hand at that point is providing the beat against the syncopation like this. So an A start with, then the A and E, and then that leads to the chorus. So I'll just play those 2 bars again. Then my right hand moves forward to a B flat to anticipate the change to B flat major for the chorus. So it's yeah, kind of an unexpected type of chord progression. Okay, so now we're in B flat major. My left hand is B flat and F, and my right hand is playing D and F. So I'll just play the first couple of bars of the chorus. Alternating with the F in the left hand against the right hand third. Then I move up to C in the left hand, ready to play that G with my thumb, and the right hand plays a C and an F, and then a C and an E. And together with that left hand it sounds like this. With a low G in the left hand, and this chord in the right hand, which is B, D, and G, and I use my thumb ready to pivot that chord like this, like that. So we're playing the chord, G, B, G, the chord again, G, and then B and D. It's in some ways it's quite complex, not a usual harmonic progression. So we move to E flat major. My left hand is playing E flat, ready to play that B flat in arpeggiation. My right hand is playing G, B flat, E flat. And so the next 2 bars sound like this. So back to the E flat, I play the chord together with that E flat down there, then my second finger plays that B flat, chord again, E flat there, the E flat chord, E flat in the left hand with the thumb, then I move to an F major chord. So I'm on the right hand, I'm playing A, C, and F. In my left hand, I'm playing a 5th finger on the F, ready to play that C with a 2nd finger. Okay. And then my right hand plays A and C. Ready to go back to the B flat. I'll just play the E flat and F chords again. And now this is sort of what we played before to start off the chorus. B flat, then moving up to C with that suspension, the C, F to the C, E, and then back to G major. Okay, same position that we started with, and we arpeggiate again with the right hand playing G, B, D, G, and then that third together. B and D, and back to the G. Then we're back to the E flat chord again. So E flat in the left hand, a G, B flat, E flat in the right hand. I play that B flat with the left hand, chord again, and then E flat with the left hand. Moving up to F, and I play an octave, F in the left hand, A and C in the right hand, and then follow that by a C in the left hand. So let's let's go from the G major again. E flat, B flat, chord, E flat, F major, C. We're almost to the end of the chorus. So the chorus ends on a G octave in your left hand, and your right hand will play a fourth, resolving to the third. So you're playing G, middle C, and then G and B. And the rhythmic pattern there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I might just go back to the chorus and slowly play it through. So you remember we lead up with an A major progression. So that's first verse and chorus, and then that leads us to the second verse, which has that similar chord progression. And of course you can use the semiquaver progression, or whatever you like, to keep the momentum going. This time there's an interesting little motive that comes in when we get to the E major. So the first time around, you're on E major 7. The second time around, when you go to that E major, it's just straight E major. So if we lead into that, so I'm on a fifth in my left hand, E, B. In my right hand, I'm playing G sharp and B. So I'll play the next 2 bars through. So we start here, I play an E in the left hand, and then my right hand plays this. It's a C, B, G sharp, E, D, and then a little grace note up to the before the E. So a quick D, and down to the C and G. Again. Hand at that time is sort of joining in intermittently. So we start here, left hand plays the E, E again in the left hand, and then your left hand will play C and G to join in with that E. And after you play the G, the left hand plays G, E, almost like it's answering it. Again slowly. Then your right hand plays D and G to an E before it goes back to that same E major chord. Okay. This time we arpeggiate a little bit more. So your left hand is on E and B, and then it continues to play another B. Okay, so that progression is B, E, G sharp, B, E. Then we play an E major chord in our right hand, G sharp, B, D, and follow that by E in our left hand. Slowly. Low C in the left hand, and the right hand plays a G and a D and resolves that to E. chord, back up here, E, G, B, and then there's a progression that you play in your right hand to get you to the A major chord again, and it goes like this. So nice. So keep that chord and alternate it with the second time around, C, B, drop off the B and just play the E and G, and play that B again. That leads us to A major. This time we play a D and an A in our right hand with the A in the left hand, and then we resolve it like this. So if we go from here, keep the pedal down, and the next part goes like this. So it's similar to the last time, a little bit different. So if we start from here, after I play the A in the left hand, I'll play an E shortly after. Resolve that to C sharp and A. The left hand plays A, E. The right hand plays that C sharp and A again, followed by the A. And the last time you play that A, you'll play an E with it in the left hand. We had before, and the left hand just plays this, and then we're back to the chorus, which is similar. So it's a sort of similar kind of progression. At the end of this chorus, there's a little instrumental interlude, so I'll just get to that. With this, similar to the last time. This time we add a little A to lead to the G major chord. Now, the progression is similar to the verse, but the right hand moves up an octave. So there's middle C, your right hand is on A, C, and F, and it will play this. It's borrowing from the chord structure of the verse. So I play that chord and I sort of break it, followed by a C, move down to G, B, and E, and then I sort of do a broken chord pattern by playing B, G, B, G, B, move down to F, A, and D, and play that A again. And then I play a 6, so E and C in this pattern. So you're playing E and C, then 2 Bs, 2 As. So in total, and the left hand simply plays the progression of 6 that it did initially. Hand anticipates the move down by playing a G instead of an A. Okay, so I'll just start from here. G, G, B, E, and then you play B twice, and then play A and E twice, G, F, A, D, and repeat the F. You just lead teach you to E, A, and C, 2 Bs, and then the left hand takes over. So I'll just play it from here. And if I add in the left hand, same as before. Plays E and A. And then we're back to our usual verse. Okay. And then there's one last time where we go to the E major or E major 7 chord in this case, and there's a little bit of difference to the melodic accompaniment, I guess. So this. Okay, so let's try that. We're starting in the right hand with G sharp, B, and D, which is an E major 7 chord with a low E in the left hand. So we'll play that. Left hand plays the E, then the right hand goes up here playing E, G sharp. It's an augmented chord, C, and we up sort of break that up. Come to B, A, G sharp, A, E, 2 Ds. Play that again. And with the left hand it sounds like this. G sharp, I play an E with it in my left hand, and then when I go to the E, I'm down to that low C in the left hand, followed by G. So there's a bit of filling in the space with the left hand, and it does move around a little bit. So I'll just go from the E and the low C, then we follow that with G, 2 Ds in the right hand. Left hand comes up to meet the right hand and plays G, E, right hand plays C, and then we follow that with G. So I'll just do it really slowly. Then we go back to E major. I'll just play those 2 bars again. Pre-chorus, the C major chord, which was up here before, is in the lower register, and there's a nice progression leading us to the final chorus. So if I just go from C, so this time I'm playing low C and G, 5th in the left hand. The right hand is on E and B, and it does something like this. Which is quite syncopated, so I'll just do that slowly. Chorus. The final chorus has a different progression. So initially we were C to G, then E flat. The final time it doesn't go to the E flat, it goes back to the B flat. So I'll just play that progression. Let's just start at the beginning of the chorus. So we're are on B flat, D and F. Your left hand's B flat there, ready to play that F in alternation. Up to C in the left hand, C and F in the right hand. Moving to C and E. This time when I play the G, I play the octave that's lower to give it a broader sound. And this time we're back to the B flat, so I'm playing B flat in the left hand. In the right hand I play this, I play D and F, followed by middle C, B flat, D. Then I'll play that F with the left hand. Then my hands move to an F major position with F and C in the left hand, and the right hand is playing an F major chord, root position F, A and C, and then it plays a B flat. This little progression, F major chord, B flat, F and A, and middle C. Back to B flat. So opening out the chord again, low G, octave, B, D, and G, G major chord in the right hand. And then it goes to E flat. So the first time back to B flat, second time back to E flat. And we're back to that ending progression, but we repeat this time. On the G major chord, low G octave, your right hand is playing G, B and D, and it does a little arpeggiated figure which is nice at the end. So play that chord and then play the G again, B, G, B, D, then it moves up here to this G and then plays A and D together, B, A. So major here, moving up sort of to a higher octave, E flat, G, sorry, E flat and B flat in the left hand, G and B flat in the right hand. Then we move down to an F major chord here, F, C, F, A, C, and then your hands sort of broaden out, low G octave here, and your right hand plays this. Starting on G, C, fourth, and then just moving back and forth between the C and D, and then it resolves on the B, just to the end. So it's quite tricky, but I think even if you pick out bits and pieces of chord progressions, it can be helpful. Okay, it's a great song.